Hi everyone, my name is Jesse Orndorff, and I wanted to share a prototype proof of concept app that I've been building as kind of an example of some of the new things I'm exploring in terms of technology. So this is a bias analysis app that looks across different news articles and then uses both AI and some custom kind of training data to build a model that will allow us to analyze the written bias or perceived or potential written bias of a particular news article. So the idea behind this is that I really was interested in kind of exploring what AI and large language learning models could do for these types of analysis, right? So we start to build kind of a catalog of examples of both publications as well as writers as well as the articles itself, and then start to analyze those at scale to see, are there biases presented? Does a particular author or a particular publication tend to bias a particular topic a certain way? And what does that look like? Now, this is not a political project in that we're not looking at like political biases. We're strictly looking at how the written word is framed in a way that could be biased towards one side of a article or not. So we're not trying to make political statements in this. We're just looking at how was it written, framed, and all of that. So let me show you how the site works. So this is the front end site. This is all built on Next.js. So we have some really lightweight APIs that have been built to kind of pull in the data from the database. All of this was built in about a week's time, including the LLM AI model stuff, which was really fast, but Next.js kind of really provides the opportunity to build something pretty quickly. So the idea is, as we pull in the articles, they come through by region or by theme, different topics. One thing the AI is also doing, in addition to the bias analyst, is looking at where the region is in Asia that the article is talking about. So it looks for that, and then the site dynamically will pull in those pieces. So if there's a missing region and our AI has flagged one in that region, it will get added here. So like we currently don't have like North Asia in here, and the same is true for theme, right? Technology, legislation, social issues. These are all dynamic based on what AI has kind of categorized them as, and we saved them in our database. But also, if it wants to add one, it thinks it's important, it does. So like, for example, in technology, up here, we have the parents turn to smartwatches for the children's time. And then we also have that added as a parenting article. So that was added as a dynamic topic or theme. So if we go into one of these, we can see how I've laid out the page for the bias. So we link to the article here. We give the hero image and directly link to the actual image from the site. We're not saving these, pulling these down ourselves. These are links solely from their site. I try to give some visualizations as to how, overall what the bias score was. And then below, we give an analysis results. Here is kind of the framing and the justification or explanation of why. So we look across 4 categories: word choice, context and framing, source selection, and story selection. Now, these are also weighted differently based on just kind of what I'm playing with in terms of word choice, like source selection is really important in terms of making sure that sources are cited from both sides or multiple places in a particular article. So this is weighted more than maybe the word choice, for example. And these can be played with, over time. So let me show you how the analysis piece works. So I have this little admin login where you can log in and kind of manage the back end of this. And I'm calling this Factive just as a tool. Later we'll do some other analysis, I think, with it, depending on how we play with it. So in this, we can paste in. So I grabbed this article from Cambodianness, a local Cambodian article about the upcoming tariffs and kind of what's going on there. So let's do this. So what this is doing now, the analysis piece will come back. It's a bit slow because what we're doing is we're accessing the article. We're pulling it down. Now we respect whatever the site has in the robots.txt file, which means like we're not like scraping the site. If they block or don't have permission to pull articles down for research purposes, things like that, then we don't access it. The second thing we're doing, and the reason why it's taking a lot longer right now, is on the OpenAI side, we're actually generating an AI image for the article as a backup in case the image doesn't work. Okay, so now our article has been, analysis has been completed, so now we can scroll down and kind of see what this is doing. And this reflects exactly what's going to go on what has been pushed on the site, right? So now we can see the article analysis. So if I go back here and refresh, go back here and refresh the homepage, which will take a minute simply just because I'm using a free host for this. There it is. Highlights our bias score and the latest article. And we can go in and see the analysis. Yep, and there it is. So this is a great example of what's possible, proof of concept stuff from a real, hey, I want to get something out and just test it and see if it works, see if people are interested in this. These are the kinds of things that I'm super interested in building for people, a week or two, and I can stand up something pretty quickly, using these technologies now, and it's pretty impressive. So, and as you can see here, we also have a regional view as well, so you can go into the region and see, based on a country level, where we're pulling in different articles and things like that. So so if you're interested in this kind of stuff, would love to talk. Feel free to reach out. Thanks.